Flowery Branch is a charming, smaller town that is located in Hall County here in North Georgia. And this is definitely a popular town for newcomers to the area for a variety of reasons. One of the biggest reasons is the location. So Flowery Branch sits right in between Gainesville and Buford, which gives you easy access to all the shopping, all the restaurants, and amenities that both of these bigger towns have, while still holding on to, that small town charm. You also have easy access to 985, so it's great for commuters coming and going to Atlanta because it is a straight shot into the city. Another great benefit to Flowery Branch location is it is so close to Lake Lanier, like right on it. There are several neighborhoods in Flowery Branch that are located on the lake, and no matter where you live in Flowery Branch, you'll only be just a short little quick drive to the water. Flowery Branch is definitely growing and expanding. There are so many new neighborhoods and apartment complexes currently being built there, and there's lots of other expansion and growth going on. I love that the charming downtown area is definitely going through a bit of a revitalization. You've got new shopping spaces and apartments going in. It's definitely one of my favorite towns because even though it's small, there is a ton of, charm there, and they have a lot going on. And if you've watched any of my other videos on this channel, I always talk about a Target, and there is a great Target shopping center in Flowery Branch. Not only do you have Target, but you also have Home Depot, TJ Maxx, and you have a lot of other stores there, which is awesome considering that the town technically only spans just over 7 miles of land. And like I mentioned, Flowery Branch is a very popular town for commuters because of the proximity to 985, which takes you straight down to Atlanta. So that brings us to the question, what does it cost to live in Flowery Branch? I'm Sarah Mislowski with KeyPoint Homes Group. Our team helps people all over the country relocate to the North Georgia area. So in February 2022, the median sales price of a home in Flowery Branch was $410,000. As you can see, that is significantly higher than any other time in the last 5 years. And of course, we all know that the real estate market is going through a crazy frenzy right now. If you've watched any other videos on this channel, you know that. Prices are at an all-time high, but this is also due to the high demand to be in Flowery Branch. Right now, as of filming this video, there are only 42 houses listed for sale on our local MLS system, ranging in a price from over $7 million all the way down to $290,000. A majority of these homes are going to be between $400,000 and $600,000 though. There's several really popular neighborhoods in the area that if you are looking in Flowery Branch, you'll definitely see on your search. One of those is Sterling on the Lake. This is a massive community that has several smaller sections within itself, like a 55 plus section, and there's also kind of like a more upscale section. There's all sorts of different types of houses in this very popular neighborhood. Not only do you have Sterling on the Lake, but you also have a lot of older neighborhoods in Flowery Branch as well that have been there before the town started growing through this growth spurt. So just off of Spout Springs Road, you have Ivy Chase and Spout Springs Crossing. These are some of the more established communities that you'll be able to find a home that's closer to the upper 300,000 mark. If you've watched any of my other videos on this channel, when we talk about cost of living in other towns here in North Georgia, you'll notice that the average price point is pretty close in line with towns like Buford and Dacula. So let's take a look at some of the current listings in Flowery Branch. Right now, this 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom ranch on a basement home is listed for sale for $450,000. Now, this house is located in one of the more older established neighborhoods I was talking about. So it sits on just over an acre of land, which is fantastic. One of the things that you do get with an older neighborhood typically is a larger size lot. You've also got this beautiful 5-bedroom, 3.5-bathroom home. It's a 2-story on a basement, and this house is listed for $650,000. Now, this house sits very close to the lake and has a large private 1-acre lot. There's also several new construction 2-story homes in the community of Lancaster, and this is a great neighborhood. We've talked about it before, and those are currently being built around the $550,000 mark. And lastly, here is an example around the $300 price point. You'll find a split level floor plan like this one with 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on almost an acre for $311,000. As I've mentioned before, property taxes in Georgia are definitely on the lower side compared to many states. This is one big reason that many people are choosing to relocate here to Georgia. And since home prices are on the more affordable side in Flowery Branch, that means that your property taxes are as well, since they are based on the assessed value of your home. You also can qualify and benefit from the senior tax exemption if you qualify over the age of 60. This is going to give you a significant savings on your property taxes, which will exempt you from the school taxes portion on your property tax bill. If you want to learn more about how property taxes work here in Georgia, you need to check out this video. I take you through all of the ins and outs of property taxes here in Georgia. Taxes are definitely a topic we get questions about all the time. So if you're curious about how they're structured here in Georgia, you definitely need to check that out. Once again, like I always mention in these cost of living videos, you are more than likely going to live in a neighborhood in Flowery Branch with an HOA, which means you'll owe dues each year. In most communities around Flowery Branch, you can expect to pay a couple $100s a year in HOA fees. Now, I hear it all the time. We get it all the time from our out-of-state clients. They are shocked at our low HOA fees here. They're used to paying a couple $100s a month. This is just a couple $100s a year, so keep that in mind. Now, of course, these HOA fees are gonna vary from neighborhood to neighborhood. You're not gonna be paying several thousands of dollars a year like you would in many communities, let's say in Florida. Though it's annoying to have to pay that several $100s each year, it does have a direct positive impact on the value of your home. Having an HOA in place makes sure that people, maintain their homes, cut their grass, they don't park 14 cars in their yard, or they don't paint their house purple. There are those rules that are in effect to, keep the neighborhood looking great and keep property values high. Many people think that with an HOA, there's going to have to be someone breathing down their neck every single time they do something, or they leave the trash can out for a day longer than what they're supposed to. Don't get me wrong, there's a few neighborhoods that are like that. However, you're going to find that most of the neighborhoods are incredibly easy to work with, and you're not even going to notice at all that you are in an HOA community. So let's talk about gas prices. They are high all across the country at the time of filming this video, and Flowery Branch is no exception. Right now, at the time of filming this video, March of 2022, gas is currently at $4.20. Of course, the current war happening, everyone's seeing those higher prices at the pump, no matter where you're at in the country, so that's no surprise. However, we are still lower than the national average at the time of filming the video, which was $4.28 a gallon. Again, if you're living in the North Metro Atlanta area, you are going to need a car to get around. We don't have public transportation in Flowery Branch. And like I mentioned earlier, there are some great stores for shopping in Flowery Branch. You've also got a really great Publix and Kroger for your main shopping, grocery shopping. I talked about that Target, TJ Maxx, it's a great one. But if you're looking to go to Walmart, Sam's Club, you are going to need to drive a couple miles up the interstate to Oakwood or go down to Buford to get to all of those things. The great news is it's just either a short 5-minute drive or a short 10-minute drive, no matter the direction that you go. And when we first moved here, we lived in Flowery Branch, and I loved having the option of going north or south on the interstate. Depending what kind of mood we were in, what kind of stores we wanted to go to, you had so many great options that were just a short drive away. There is also a great Aldi in Oakwood that you can take advantage of. If you're looking for their cheaper groceries, they also have fantastic wine and cheese selection. And so I mentioned that Publix and Kroger. So which one are you? I've always found that people are either a Publix person or a Kroger person. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if you have a preference on either of those. If you live in the South, you know what I mean. People do have a preference. I personally love Publix. Nothing beats their pub subs. They have really great sub sandwiches, great deli, fantastic baked bread. That is definitely my preference, but that's just me. Anyways, if you need to get to the mall, you can run down to the Mall of Georgia. Again, that's only just a few miles down the interstate. It's gonna take you about 10 minutes to get there, and you're gonna have everything that you can imagine at your fingertips. So what do you think? Would Flowery Branch's cost of living work for you and your family? Is this somewhere you are considering moving? If you want more information about the town, keep your eyes open for another video that we're going to be posting here shortly. We're going to give you a full driving tour of Flowery Branch. Ashley and I are going to show you all of these great neighborhoods and places that you are going to want to check out when you are in town. Let me know what you think about Flowery Branch in the comments below.